My name is Rhapsody and welcome back to Cobalt Core. In the last episode, we completed the final of the memories, and it allowed us to push this button and see a memory of the future, wherein we escape with the help of Kat, the ship's computer. Her cards summon other cards and dabble in basically every mechanic. So, let's go with Kat. We're on the Jupiter as well, so having access to movement's good. And then I want to damage her. Drake or Perry? Let's go with Drake. Keen to actually see what these are doing. Okay, so there's Dizzy.exe and Max.exe. Interesting. Add one of two discount temp Dizzy cards to hand. I can either have one more to choose from, or the card itself doesn't cost anything. Gonna lose some max hull here. And remove two cards. I'm a little keen to remove two basic shots from this deck. Let's do it. Because I can use Dizzy and Max to try and fish for damage. So why is it Dizzy and Max? Is it always going to be Dizzy and Max? Summon a Jupiter's Moon and then heat sink one space over, gain one more evade. I'm already set up to put another Jupiter's Moon next to it. So well. Let's get a discounted Max card. Ooh, a Shuffle Shot. Costs one less until played or until combat ends. Right, okay, so if it gives you a infinite card that has one cost, it doesn't necessarily just immediately go infinite. Alas. Let's get a Dizzy card too. Reasonable way to gain some momentum, sure. One, two, Jupiter's Moon. Fire the EMP slug for 6 damage on the enemies whilst cancelling their attack. Then scramble, move one to the left, summon a Jupiter's Moon, and then Shuffle Shot. 3 of them fire for 2 damage, taking the enemy out. Oh, okay, right. Is it still always going to be Dizzy and Max as the 2 base? Or are those random? Here we're offered Dizzy.exe and Riggs.exe. Considering I already have Riggs, I suspect I'll skip here, or maybe take the evasive shot. Yeah, let's take the evasive shot. Going south gives me the opportunity to take out 2 elites. Classic, heatsink, maneuver, and summon a corrupted core. Yes, this thing is dodging out of our way. So if I fire here, it will move 2 spaces over to the left. And I should also make sure that I gain some moves. So I'm going to use a basic dodge, move 1 space over to the left, and summon another Jupiter's Moon. And in fact, I'll basically do the same thing here. Dizzy generates, ooh, a big shield. A 1-cost big shield? Love it. Absolutely sick EMP slug there, preventing the enemy from gaining any dodge for the next round. Yeah, this one's not going to help me especially. I can use an evasive shot and a scramble. I still have to wait for the enemy to line back up. Oh, not if it's dodging like that. Jupiter's Moon and then EMP Slug. Move directly in front of another drone that'll fire on you and you'll die. Whiplash, defensive mode. I mean, Whiplash moves me and does the damage through my drone. So this is a really good thing to use between two drones. There's also defensive mode, which I've not seen before, obviously, a cat card. One for a shield and evade, and it exhausts. Not half bad. I'll take the Whiplash. I've probably got enough focus on damage at this point. Replace a card with a random rarer card, or replace a card with the same rarity card from another deck. We'll go with the rarer card, because if I take one of these basic dodges or something like that, if the card belonged to a crewmate, the replacement will as well. Will that mean that the replacement I get is from Cat? It does. Books.exe, gain 2 shard, and also add 1 of 3 discount temp books cards to your hand. Neat. So a books upgrade can give me 3 shard and 1 of 5 different cards, or it can remove the cost. I do like the idea of removing the costs on both of these. Let's get max.exe down to 0 cost first. This is not where I want to be for this fight. Can use the meteor to move over to the left and then project a move over to the right rather, and then project a geode. Might be the play at this point, because then I can move myself 1 space over and summon a Jupiter's Moon. Block that next damage as well. There we go. Yeah, I'm not really over the moon to be fighting this guy, as this build here, I can't really do damage, and that's gonna be a problem, you see. And my comms is weak as well? Man. I'm gonna take 2 damage this turn. Lose my drone again. Come on, Max. Leftmost card for free and then exhaust it. I mean, I don't really want to exhaust it. I'm gonna basic block. Move 1 space over. Use the Jupiter's Moon. I'll fire an evasive shot from it so that I can move 1 more space. And I can't use the admin deploy on the Whiplash, otherwise I undo all of the work that I just did to keep myself safe this turn, you see? Jupiter's Moon and the Scramble. There we go. Lose both of the drones. Do no damage with them. This does not seem sustainable in any fashion. Summon Jupiter's Moon here. Move 1 space further. And slug him with an EMP. Let's use exclusively cards to get out of dodge. Even setting up a second drone to be firing on the enemy? Okay, this could be worse. I'm gonna use a basic shift to shift everything over and then summon a Jupiter's Moon, allowing me now to use an EMP slug for a bunch of damage, or I could just multi-stun. I'm gonna use the multi-stun so that I don't have to worry about running out of damage in this deck. Incoming damage to turn is 1. I can take 1. Okay, I'm gonna meteor 1 over to the left. Move 1 space further left, summon a Jupiter's Moon, and then Whiplash. Okay, I think we actually might get there. I did not foresee the possibility of this outcome, frankly. I was ready to accept death. Heat Wave. Gain an overdrive and a heat. Sick. Power drive and 2 heat. Also sick. There's also a Moose, just in case I want to remove randomly... Sorry, in a random direction 3 spaces, as well as gain a bunch of evade. Cockpit lock on, all enemy in cockpit start with weak or perpetual motion device. Whenever you have no cards, draw a card. I think that'll probably be a good idea given the cost of this deck at the moment. Heal booster, every time you heal, heal 1 more. I could use Escape Artist to get away from these right now. But I could also use Cloud Save to bring back max.exe A and just get another chance. Okay, well now it's definitely Escape Artist. So basic shift, moving 2 spaces over the left. It's also a basic block, and then summon Jupiter's Moon. I'm fine with that. Easy Heat Wave into a Jupiter's Moon. I mean, I don't really need to use that. They're gonna take out their own stuff. So I can just scramble and evasive shot. Or summon another Jupiter's Moon and move 1 space further. Even better. I love when they delete all of their own hard work. Game a books card to see what we're doing with here. Can't really use Magibati is the problem there. I'll use Swizzle Shift, I guess. At least it still has some value. Butt Mash, Pulse Barrier. Pulse Barrier. Okay, I got a whole load of these things up here now. So heck, I'm just gonna gain more resources for a while. One space over Heat Wave, Jupiter's Moon, and an EMP slug. Oh, I left myself vulnerable to overload. Oops. Summon another moon and then some scramble. I'm gonna have to wait this turn as well. Oh my god, please stop moving so far! Oh, you're a fiend. I'm gonna stay near my Jupiter's drones, try and get the enemy to come back to them. Like that. It worked out pretty well. One more. And this'll do it. Summon a drone to deliver the slug, to deliver the win. I'll take a second heat wave, sure. I need to upgrade one of them to lower my heat though at this point, certainly. Mage Hand definitely seems useful here. Let's go Heat Wave into Mage Hand into Evasive Shot. Huge amount of damage to open up with that. Summon a Jupiter's Moon, move one space further, summon a basic shift to move them out of the way as well, so I don't have to worry about taking any damage this turn. And I also don't want to lose any of my drones, those are going to be important, you see, for killing the enemy. I'm going to take Stun Charge here, although I now realize I have to use the EMP Slug. Anyway, that's fine. Prevents the enemy from getting their response here. Move one space over, Heat Wave, summon a Jupiter's Moon, and then Mage Hand for the kill. Easy 10. 10? 11 there. Oh, some rares from Cat. So we've got Cat with the ability to generate Cat cards, or Time Skip, Time Stop. While you have any time stop, statuses don't deplete over time. Statuses that deplete for other reasons are unaffected. Decreases by 1 at the end of the turn. Interesting. There's also Prism. Attack for 1 damage per card color in hand. Or you can draw 1 and then attack for 1 for each card color in hand, or discard 1 and then attack for 2 in hand. And discard is specifically discard a random card. I'm gonna go with Prism because I think that's always gonna be a reasonable amount of damage. I don't think it'll count Corrupted Core as its own type. Caffeine Rush. Every time your discard pile is shuffled back into your draw pile, gain an evade. Sure. One of these heat waves needs to drain heat, otherwise I'm going to die. Oh boy. I can get a max and a dizzy card in this hand, which would make the Prism already do 6 damage. Seven damage opener. I do 4 less damage and I can actually take 2 less myself with the Whiplash. So that's what I'll do. One space further over to the left, summon to Jupiter's Moon, draw shot. And basic block as well. This is going to be a tough fight also. Man. This ship is a toughie. Heat Wave into Heat Wave. Definitely looking for a Swizzle Shift here for some additional movement. Summon a Moon here before I go though. Whiplash is 4 damage, but I also have to take more damage or use my only evade in order to do that. I'm not going to. Summon to Jupiter's Moon, lowering the damage of Prism, but that's okay. Follow up with the Prism shot after. But I can't take that 3 damage anyway, so I've got to fire 2 evasive shots also. And just take a hit. Boy. Jupiter's Moon and an EMP slug for an easy turn. Love to see ones like that. Let's swizzle over to the left. And then hit him with a big shield and even block the incoming damage. Jupiter's Moon into an EMP slug, 0 damage taken this turn, bunch of damage dealt, 9 health left? Yes, 9 health left on the enemy. Heat up, heat down. I'm gonna move 2 spaces over to summon another moon and then whiplash. We did it. Again, I really did not think I was getting out of there, but we did it. Oh wow. Second opinions. Draw 1 card of each color from the draw pile. Sets up for Prism very effectively. AI Overflow, draw every cat card in the draw pile. There's also gain an energy and then do that. I'm gonna take second opinions with the possibility of, because it can draw so many things because of this, you see. Warp Mastery for 3 shield, 3 evade on the first turn. I could go Genesis, Dirty Engines. Gain an extra energy every turn, add a trash to your draw pile every 2 turns. Yeah. Yeah, I want that. I would like to go fast. Let's get a discount Dizzy card. Oh, Momentum, love to see it. Momentum, and then stun the enemy. I'm definitely going to be using Scramble this turn, so I don't think I need to use Second Opinions. Because I'm going to Scramble, move 1 space over, summon a moon, and then what? Just draw shot seems appropriate here? Or books. Books, sure. Medusa Field, don't want to do that. Mineral Deposit, I don't want to do that yet, certainly at least. 0 draw? None of those are especially effective here. That's okay. They don't always have to be effective. Enraged, stun the enemy. No, I'm gonna go with System Security here, thank you. Use a Heat Wave and then Whiplash to deal a bunch of damage to the enemy. Smooth security system at the end of the turn to make sure that I'm taking nothing permanent back. Oh, and then that'll do it. Prism for 3 from each of the drones. Quick fix. Temporary cards cost 1 less. Decreases by 1 at the end of the turn. Right. If I do put enough draw in this deck, I could totally see Quick Fix being really useful. So I'll take it. All of the cards that are generated are going to be temporary. Moon, Slug, Whiplash. Easy. Okay. Quick fix makes Jupiter's moon cost 0, and then it'll be summoned back into my hand by the second opinions. Because it is one of the colors of card there. Trash gets burnt out as well, which is also temporary. I mean, damn, quick fix is actually really useful. Oh, yeah. I was intending on moving first. Obviously. Oh well. Let's gain some good temp cards. Summon a Jupiter's moon there. Let's go for Heat Wave and then Heat Wave again. Both damage up, but they lower. Move one space over, summon another Jupiter's moon, and then huge amount of damage on the enemy. I'm going to lose. Wee! I did it! I'm going infinite! Woo! Yeah, baby! I can summon as many Jupiter's moons as I want for absolutely no benefit to me. Summon another, and we'll see what we get from Max as well. Return an exhausted card to your hand. That seems like it could be useful. Yeah, why don't you get me a second opinion? Good. One space over, moon, and then prism for 2 instances of 6 damage. Cat.exe, rigs.exe, or an explosive slug. I'm happy to take a cats.exe, especially considering I got the quick fix in the deck. Oh my god. Yeah, I'll do it. Max.exe, hey, what do you got? Ooh, a reroute. Okay, I can move myself into the right position using that. I'm not going to be doing any damage this turn, though. Ooh, Sapphire Shield for some reasonable defense here. Manually move one space myself so that I can keep a drawdown on the field. Whiplash, one to the left, Jupiter's moon, and then a whiplash. Sorry, the one before the whiplash was a scramble. So a scramble to figure the name as well. Quick fix makes Jupiter's moon a lot easier. Sure, quick fix, Jupiter's moon, and then I'll draw shot. And prism damage as well. Move them one space over, summon another Jupiter's moon, and then I can summon as many more as I would like, infinitely. Draw every cat card in the draw pile. Sure. Let's play the quick fix. Get a Dizzy card. For another colored card in hand. And Prism will take him out. I think out of these, I might actually need a rigs at this point. I'm gonna use Jupiter's moon and then a stun to move into a better position, as well as prevent myself from losing that moon, as well as prevent myself from getting the card that would have given me if it hit. Seems appropriate to get a Harry.exe in here as well. Overpower into big evasive shots and big shuffle shots. Incoming damage to me this turn would be 1 hull. Not keen on that. Draw a color of each from the draw pile, and we do get prism, so I can just summon the moon and then use the prism for 5. Seer, that's a powerful damage card. How much density of damage cards do I really need? Do need multiple hits at the absolute least though. And it does upgrade to stun the enemy, which is very useful. Sure. In fact, maybe I should even upgrade it immediately to stun the enemy. Quick fix is buoyant, so it's available the first turn, sure. Rigs, yeah, the 0 cost or draw. Yep, I'm gonna get Seer to stun the enemy for us. Cockpit lock on, all enemy cockpits start with weak, doing more damage to them, woohoo! Iframes. Lose a hull, gain a perfect shield, you can't take hull damage, and then immediately end your turn. Oh, it's fun. I'm gonna take a max.exe because none of the rest of those do anything for us right now. I'm sure I'll gain a worm. Keep that in hand for the turn that I need it. We'll gain 2 temp shield and add a temp worm to the draw pile when we use it. There's another moon. I mean, I can move 1 space over, summon another moon, move another space over, summon another moon, but realistically, all that's doing is getting 1 more moon out at the end of the turn. Not actually very useful. Okay, I'm gonna summon a moon and then use a basic shift to move those into position. Use a second opinions to draw as many different colored cards as I possibly can. I'll generate 1 of Max's. Ooh, lazy brush. And I don't have a Dizzy in this hand either. So I'll generate a Dizzy. Cool. Then Prism for just ridiculous amount of damage. I can Heat Wave and Pulse Barrier, not that really matters. Goodbye to the Stonicle. Juke, Options, and Ventilator. Discard a card, draw 2 random cards, and then lower your heat by 1. I don't know if that's enough for me. Options, maybe? Especially if I upgraded it to its A side. How soon would I be able to do that? Pretty soon. I don't think I need it. Pressure Fuse. When your hull is at or under half of its max, all of Drake's cards do +1 damage. Or Standby Mode. What is this? At the start of your turn, gain 1 energy if you end your turn with more than 0 energy. Excuse me. My throat appears to be quitting for today. That's okay. I will take a break with it in just a moment. Move one space to the left, summon a moon, and then we can start getting some temp cards out there as well. Let's go Shield Surge so that I get something lasts out of it. And then a Perry.exe, please. Multi-shot might as well. I'm going to scramble 2 spaces over before summoning a moon here, avoiding all incoming damage and preventing the enemy from summoning their missile that turn as well. I need a Rigs card for movement, please. That'll technically work. Possibly. No, my position just got a lot worse. Oh boy. I use a draw shot. Max, can you move me? Books, can you move me? Yeah, Meteor will do it. That'll do it. Woohoo! I gotta move out of the way entirely. So it's Moon and then Meteor. And taking 4 damage this turn. Didn't even think about trying to do this stun until it was way too late, unfortunately. Oh, I'm engine stalled, so I can't move for a while. Cool. Well, that's about to happen. Please stop killing my ship. It's making me very sad. Summon another Jupiter's Moon, EMP slug the incoming damage entirely, and then multi-shot for another 4. That worked out surprisingly well. Evasive shot will get us across the line there. Oh boy. Adaptability. Gain a shield or a move. You can upgrade. Ooh, a 1 cost that gives 2 shield or 2 movement is much more valuable. Yeah, I had a lot of bright ideas about the kinds of things I wanted to upgrade. And now that I'm here, it's got to be adaptability, right? Remember when we spilled a whole bowl of sketty on ourselves at the school dance? Why were they serving sketty? Time for a quick fix. Turn an exhausted card to your hand. I mean, you know, it gets me back the ability to fish for a different card. Prepare is also very powerful in this situation if it costs 0. It's heat sink, then I can draw into a Jupiter's Moon, return an exhausted card to hand. Get a max.exe, I'll play that. I don't really like the idea of the dice roll. I'll use a memory leak, just for some extra damage. Let's gain 2 movement. Big static leak there. I'll move 1 more space. And summon a moon. Actually, because I can summon a moon every time I move this time, I will move one more space, summon another moon, move one more space, summon another moon. Get a whole firing squad set up there. Ooh, especially with the CMB and second opinions, possibly. We'll see, we'll see, we'll see. While in hand, all cards exhaust. No thank you, burning that out first. Let's use the second opinions there, that's fine if it doesn't do much more than that. Books, do you have any damage in here? You do, H-Hand, love it. Never mind. The seer was more than enough. Oh my god, another second. Oh no. Strafe B, fire for 2 immediately after any move you make, and I can already play that? Yeah. It's that or hand cannon, and hand cannon looks sick as well. Draw a card and then attack. You know what? I've done the strafe thing more recently than I've just had a big old hand cannon I fire to the enemy's face. Every 10th time you draw a card, gain an energy. Love it. To be able to generate infinite energy off of that quick fix turn. Summon control. After every battle, you may choose a temporary card in your deck to become permanent. Pretty cool. Thermo reactor. Gain heat every turn. I mean, it's flywheel for this deck. It's flywheel, obviously. Oh my gosh. I mean, sure, if you're just going to give me strafe, then I'll use it. Not like I have anything against strafe. Oh, I gained the evade back. I was trying to stun the enemy to prevent their overdrive, their power drive there, but this is fine as well. I'd love some drone shift. Unfortunately, none of this is that. Still not seeing much drone shift, that's okay. Advanced my own position on the board quite well. Hey, that's the kind of thing we're looking for. I want a hand cannon ya for a bunch of damage. I'll move one space over to get another moon out on the field before I do it though. Max.exe, parry.exe, thank you. So I have more common parry cards in the deck, please. Gotta miss an upgrade in a crucial position here. Yeah, actually my deck is already reasonably upgraded. Alright, Riggs, what do you got? Quick thinking, eh? I'm gonna take the prepare, but thanks for showing me the quick thinking. Jupiter's Moon, scramble, I'll move one space over. That's a good turn for setup there. I'll take the quick fix. Yes! Infinite energy! All I have to do is commit to a line that doesn't allow me to use it at all. I'll set the flywheel to... Oh my god. I needed to click it one more time. I'm such a dummy. I was enjoying myself too much. There we go. I'm just finish the enemy off. Leave the flywheel on 9. Oh my god. That's another second opinions. I'm taking it. Don't care about the pillage and plunder at this point. That is far worse than I am aiming for. Alright, books, what you got? Circle Zip is going to be really good for additional movement for us. I'm going to go for a drone, Zircon Zip over here. Draw into another drone. Ooh, unless I want to stun the enemy. Keep one of my drones on the board. I do like the idea of keeping a drone alive. Summon a drone, lower my heat. Draw a card of each color from the draw pile. One space over, summon another drone. And heat wave to set up for a big prism. And then I'll finish him off with the EMP shot. Good lord, it's powerful. Now or never. 3 evade, lose all evade next turn. No, that's not how we roll. Jupiter's Moon. In the draw pile, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Second opinions for 5 cards. I'll generate a math.max for a later turn. It's not necessarily going to be used now, though. Right. Just set up the drone, and then I need to move. Not destroy my own drone. How does that keep happening to me? I have a couple of reasons I think of this. Hit him with a quick fix. Jupiter's Moon, temporary discount rigs card. I'll take the scramble, thank you. Play the scramble for a very low cost. Fire a draw shot. Move one space over here, summon a Jupiter's Moon. And then fire 2 giant sears on the enemy. One space further over, summon another moon. Hand cannon for a ridiculous amount of damage and take them out immediately. Thermal battery B. The fact that this gives 2 energy and 2 heat, but also I have a perpetual motion device, so whenever I have no cards in hand I draw a card, makes me think the right play is to take the heat there. Gain 1 energy whenever you play a card with 3 costs. Plus in its energy, I don't put those in the deck, thank you. Start a combat, gain temp shield equal to your missing hull. I mean, that might be useful, whereas the other one won't be. Take a shuffle shot. I don't have a quick fix active this turn, so I'll take multi-blast, but I'm not going to be able to cast it, unfortunately. Heat wave with heat into heat wave without heat. Go for dizzy.exe. Ooh, I'll happily dupe a deflection a couple of times here. Another hand cannon in the deck, incredible. Summon a moon. Then we fire the hand cannon, then we fire deflection. I'll move 1 space. And all's as well as it can be. Put a Jupiter's moon out on the field. Fire a hand cannon. And a classic draw shot. Quick fix. Zeros are now free. Sorry, temps. Gain +1 temp shield, +1 for every time ever played. Ever played? What? Oh, Aegis is wild. And Prism will finish the fight though. Aegis B. Are you kidding me? Okay. Oh, that's so annoying. So the card by default is Aegis, 2 cost to gain 1 temporary shield, +1 for every time ever played. And then you can upgrade it at some point, either to lower its cost or to remove the gain. But it would set, I imagine, at the amount of times it's been played. So this at some point would be 0 to gain 20 temp shield, possibly. Unfortunately not useful in this scenario though. Armored Bay, gain armor on the missile bay. Gotta jettison something, sear off part of the hull. I can get rid of Whiplash. Yeah, Whiplash is probably one of the easiest losses there. Let's get a Dizzy card, thank you. Ooh, EMP. Yeah. Love it. I just have to give up my armor and they'll skip a turn. I even managed to generate one of my own Jupiter drones in the meantime. Love it. Space off, another Jupiter drone. Fire a hand cannon. Let's get a cat card as well. Ooh. Temporary Anomaly. 5 damage, but the next 1 cat card does nothing, because cat is missing. Neat. I'm gonna go with the defensive mode so that I can get out of here. Take less damage directly, thank you. Jupiter's Moon, Second Opinions to draw as many cards as possible. Oh, I don't want to Heat Wave into Seer B this turn. I don't think I need to. I'll move those over 1 space so that I can summon another Jupiter's Moon and then fire in with Seer B to a bunch of different positions there. I'm going to use the thermal battery. That was wrong. Here's why it was wrong. I can't draw any card except for Jupiter's Moon because it's always put back atop my draw pile as soon as I play it. I'm only ever going to draw the Jupiter's Moon in this instance. I was figuring, I mean, with the amount of energy I have, I'm certain to draw towards enough damage to take the enemy out. What a bold thought that was. Bold, brash, and very wrong. Iframes cat.exe, and there's a second exhaust B, and it's draw 1 card of each color from the exhaust pile. Oh my god. Piercer, you first attack each turn pierces, or every time an attack misses the enemy by exactly 1 space, they'll take a damage. Sure, I do miss them occasionally. I kind of want to make Quick Fix last for 2 turns. I don't need to do it. Let's have the prism actually draw before it hits as well. Okay, let's go moon. Oh my god. Can I save and exit? And then if I jump back in, is it immediately going to load me to the start of that fight? Or is it going to That was the draw from the exhaust pile. I'm tired. My brain isn't working. If I have to, yeah, I'm gonna have to deal with it. It just launches me immediately back into the same turn. Alas. That's okay. I can sort this out. I'm gonna gain a meteor so I can move one space over to the... right. Summon a meteor there. Move one space further and... defended. I'll move one to the left, summon a drone. I'm using an EMP slug this turn as well. Let's get a parry card and see if it's worth playing. It could be at some point. I'll take power play, but I'm not going to use it this turn. Gotta stun the enemy, you see. Get a dizzy card. Shield gun? I don't even have any shield. It would give me the ability to attack from those locations though, which would stun things for me. I have to take it for that reason. There we go. I'm definitely going to overheat this turn. It's time for a thermal battery. I really thought I had more colors in there. Get a Riggs card. I would really, really like to see some movement. Hello, Vamoose. There we go. Oh, that was a weird turn of expending a bunch of resources, but we are lined up to do more damage to the enemy. I'm feeling pretty good about it overall. Max, what are you generating here? Escape artist. Dice roll's probably better. Riggs draw. That'll do. Use power play, lose a hull. Start burning through hull as well. Giant EMP slug, and then in fact dice roll will take the enemy out. Oh, there's a lot of potential for infinite stuff, including Cat. In fact, if I put Cat and Max in the same build, I think we're already like 95% of the way there. So that's, of course, what I'm gonna do in the next episode. 3 more map events. I need to prioritize question marks, I guess, more. There also are 14 artifacts I haven't found, and a bunch of cards I haven't found. A lot of those I can only imagine still exist within Cat. So we're gonna be definitely playing Cat, and hell, I'll even tag on Max for the next mission. We've got Gemini coming up. Until then, my name's Rhapsody. The name of the game has been Cobalt Core. Top left is a series playlist for all my content of the game, past, present, and future. YouTube recommendation is down below, streaming past other names of the people so generously supporting the Republic on patreon.com/RhapsodyPlays. And I would thank you, and a special thanks this episode to Abatoth. Hopefully you'll have been enjoying yourselves, and hopefully we'll see you all next time.